How dare you call me an introvert and stuff?
Yeah, we're just gonna go down the list from top to bottom, left to right.
Can you believe it? I'm recording, by the way.
Oh, what? What? How professional of you, Mr. Introvert?
Yes, we need content. We need stuff, right? That's what people do, right?
Anyways, welcome to the podcast, DPS Check Podcast. We are here to do part 2. You made it. We made it to part 2. I mean, shit, we made it. How long it took us? Anybody who's watching part 1 is probably like, yo, where the hell's part 2?
Yeah.
It
should have been there a week ago.
About a week ago. And yeah, all right. So today we'll be going over all the DPS.
Hold on, we have a special guest.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'll just get to that. Yeah, we have a special guest to help us go through this. We needed an extra party member. Would you like to introduce yourself, extra party member?
Sure. Hello, my name is Des, and I play Final Fantasy. My main class is Dancer, and I'm here to help with their DPS classes explanations, I guess.
Yeah, I don't play everything, so yeah.
Yeah,
we need
they don't play Dancer.
We need that extra DPS.
I didn't even pick up like the thing doesn't say level 0 Dancer. I didn't pick up the quest. I'm not dancing. I am not your dancer.
But I also switched over to Dancer in Shadowbringers from Bard, so I have Bard experience as well.
Yes.
But yes, my character's name in Final Fantasy is Desdemona.
Yes, Desdemona Hellsrayne.
Hellsrayne. I'm sorry, I have so many different characters.
No, yes, I agree. Yeah, that's me too. I've got a lot of characters. I need to stop.
I have to try to keep my character names all one character name.
Yes. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with this. Starting off, we're going to go through all the DPS tool tips. We're going to try to just cover the new things and not everything, because there's no point in covering stuff that hasn't changed. Right. But we're going to start with the traits for every job first. First job is going to be Black Mage.
All right,
so Black Mage. None of these tool. Oh, okay. Wait. No, yes, they do. I was gonna say none of these tooltips have levels on them. Okay, so level 80. You got that. Okay, at 82, upgrade Fire 2 and Blizzard 2 to High Fire 2 and High Blizzard 2.
Okay.
All right. So they smoke the doobies. At level 84, you get reduce recast time for Manifold to 2 minutes. Manifold is still a shield, right?
I think so.
Mana font.
Mana font. I knew what he meant though. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Is that the barrier? I think that's the barrier.
That's a barrier.
I mean, we're gonna go over the actual skills, but I was just wondering. Enhance Enochian's magic damage increased to 20%. So Enochian will be stronger.
So yeah, they mana font restores 30% of maximum MP.
30% of restore MP, really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That must be.
I don't know why. Why you need that? You're a black mage. Never run an MP.
I mean, there's some black mages that are like, you're casting ice spells, you fucking pleb.
Whoa.
88. See, Sharp Cast gets a second charge, so you get 2 charges of Sharp Cast.
Okay.
And then at level 90, adds a paradox marker to your elemental gauge. The marker is made active after reaching Astrofire 3 and then switching to the opposite. Okay, so this is what gives you your fire and ice skill.
Oh.
When you're swapping between fire and ice, so it gives you a reason to switch between umbral fire and umbral ice, so you're not just trying to stay in umbral fire all the time.
Right. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it.
Okay, that's cool. But that's the traits. Now going on to, let's go over the actual spells first. So looking at their spells, I mean, most of the spells still seem to be the same. We got Fire, Fire 3, Fire 4, Despair, Blizzard, Blizzard 3, Blizzard 4, Thunder, Thunder 3. Yeah, and I don't really play.
Paradox is a new one. Xenoglossy was last expansion. Paradox is a new one.
Right. Okay, so
that's
Paradox.
the fire.
That's the fire and ice skill.
Yeah.
Where's the potency? Oh, there it is. 510.
510.
So this is really strong. So yeah, this makes a reason for you to switch between fire and ice, because yeah, that's a really strong attack.
And it have a fire starter effect too.
Yeah, Astrofire bonus refreshes the duration of Astrofire, and a 40% chance for to grant Fire Starter. So it can also proc Fire Starter. Fire Starter effect next Fire 3. Yeah, we know what Fire Starter does. Umbral Ice requires no MP to cast and refreshes the duration of Umbral Ice. Okay.
Interesting.
So when you're in Umbral Ice, you can use this move and switch to Fire, and it costs no MP. Am I reading that? I think I'm reading that right.
Yeah, you're reading that right.
All right. Moving on to the AoE skills. So AoE skills, they got, like I said, High Fire 2, which is just Fire 2 but stronger.
So, well, to go back to Paradox, what is it going to proc off of? Because it's an action that can't be assigned to hotbar, which means something is going to change into Paradox for you to cast it.
Oh.
So it's not a spell that you can just pop.
That is interesting.
Good eye. I actually do not know. I mean, even looking at all the skills, it could proc off a lot of these.
Could be like a gauge thing, maybe.
Or maybe uses the Umbral Hearts or the Umbral Ice Heart thingies, stuff like that. I don't know.
Because it kind of aligns with the trait that we just mentioned, right? Where it's a blend between ice and fire. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. Aspect Mastery 5 at level 90 adds a paradox marker to your elemental gauge. The marker is made active after reaching Astral Fire 3, then swapping to the opposing element. Conversely, the marker can be made active after reaching Umbral Ice 3 and granting 3 Umbral Hearts, then swapping to the opposing element. So I guess it's like Polygot, where you're going to get the little
that little emblem on the
that little emblem on the side that gives you lets you cast Polygot, and I guess maybe it'll
So it's it's like an additive thing on the job gauge.
On their job gauge, yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay. AoE spells. They said they have High Fire 2, which has a potency of 100, and of course it grants Astral Fire and removes Umbral Ice. It has an additional Astral Fire bonus, which grants Enhanced Flare. And this skill has 2 charges, so it's not something that you can use over and over, I guess.
No, there's a cast on it.
So is it talking about the Enhanced Flare, maybe?
I think the Enhanced Flare have 2 charges.
Okay.
Because
I don't know why they put that in there.
Yeah, I didn't understand either.
Kind of confusing at the tooltip.
But what I'm guessing is that High Fire give you Enhanced Flare, and Enhanced Flare is like a buffed version of Flare. You use Flare twice and whatnot, then you get rid of it, then you like maybe switch to High Blizzard after that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, an Enhanced Flare is still going to use up all your MP, right? Unless Enhanced Flare doesn't.
Probably
I'm not
not.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. All right, High Blizzard 2, which is just a stronger Blizzard 2. It seems to do the same thing that Blizzard 2 does. It's just stronger. Both of these is you get at 82.
Move Astral Fire, grants 3 Umbral.
And then, yeah, that's it for the new spells. You have High Fire 2, High Blizzard 2, and then you have Paradox as far as your new spells that you will have past level 80. Moving on to the utilities. There's nothing. There's nothing. Wait, no, there's one thing.
No mana font.
No, amplifier.
Yeah, amplifier.
Oh, my bad. Amplify, yeah.
Which grants Polyglot. You can only be executed while under the effect of Astral Fire or Umbra Ice. Okay, I mean,
all right.
When are you not under that effect?
Right.
Okay, there's Mana Ward. So Mana Ward, it's still there. It's that barrier, and then you have Mana Font or Fold, whatever.
Font.
Yeah, that looks like that's about it for Black Mage.
Yeah, Black Mage.
All right.
It seems like they are now making Black Mage be more. They want to actually see people switching the elements and not just switching to ice to get their MP back and then switching back to fire. Like, they actually want you to be fire, fire, ice, ice, fire, fire, ice, ice, fire, fire. Instead of how, I guess, Black Mages play it now. I tried playing Black Mage. I'm okay with it, but I don't have it at max level, so can't really say how it plays at max level at 80.
Alright, well, that's it for Black Mage. We got like 10 other classes to go through. Let's not dawdle. Next class, Red Mage. Going over Red Mage traits that are new.
Red Magic Mastery 2 upgrades Ver Thunder to Ver Thunder 3 and Ver Arrow to Ver Arrow 3. Upon gaining 3 mana stacks, Ver Thunder 3 is upgraded to Ver Flare and Ver Arrow 3 is upgraded to Ver Holy. Okay.
Wait, what? So, I guess they're just trying to limit how much you put on your bar.
Yeah, they're kind of smushing things together.
Right.
That's what they're doing. And Red Magic Mastery 3 is the same thing too, but for... Wait, no, it's just potency increases, that's it.
Right. Of course, the good old potency increases. You have Enhanced Acceleration. Gives you
an extra
2 charges. Of
2 charges of acceleration, yeah.
And then Enhance Manification 2, which increases your maximum stacks of Manification to 6.
Oh, okay. I do understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're good. They're good some things.
All right. All right, let's. Looking at the spells, there seems to be 2 new spells. You got Ver Thunder 3, delivers a lightning attack. I mean, does it even? I guess I'm getting nitpicky because I'm just like lightning attack, but there's no elemental statuses in this game, so it doesn't really matter the fact that it's lightning or it's fire or earth or wind.
I mean, to tell you the truth, thunder is not actually lightning too. Thunder is just a sound of lightning. I'm just saying.
Why you gotta
Okay.
get on
Okay.
What? It's true.
Like, oh man, that was a loud sound. Wait, why does it have lightning damage? What? Should be a sound element. All right. Potency of 380 increases black mana by 6. 50% chance of becoming Ver Fire ready. You know, we already know how that works. If you played Red Mage and Verero 3. Does wind damage. It pretty much is the same thing. It's wind damage, but it's white magic, and you get burst stone. We know how Red Mage works. Moving on to their AoE spells. Let's see. What do they? They got one new spell, one new AoE spell, which is Resolution. Which is the new spell you saw in the trailer that they finished with, where they do like this little stab move, and it is going to replace Scorch, I assume. Oh no, it combos after Scorch.
I think Scorch and Resolution was they're new, right?
Yeah.
Is Scorch new? I don't play Rage Mage, so I don't know if Scorch is new.
I think
and
Scorch
it
is
doesn't say
new.
the level.
I honestly couldn't tell you, but I want to say it is. Well, no, I want to say Scorch is the level 80 spell, but
yeah.
Scorch combos after Ver Flare or Ver Holy and increases black and white mana by 4.
yeah, and then so after landing Scorch is changed to Resolution upon landing Scorch as a combo action.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, it's another skill, and they're reducing the. I mean, they're pretty much taking a little bit from their changes to the PvP, where they're just like, okay, we're just gonna have single button rotation, AoE button rotation, but it's just not as simplified. But there's like certain things that you're going to press this after this button, so we might as well just make it automatically change to that button for you. I feel like that's pretty much their thinking for what they're changing with all the classes.
Yeah, it's basically just to help people understand their rotations.
Right. I mean, because most people get confused, especially with classes like Monk, where you get a bunch of buttons that light up when you press one button. It's
Yeah,
like,
boy.
oh, wait, what am I supposed to go into?
Oh yeah.
Because I've seen new people play the game and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna press the next button that lights up, and they're like tanking, and it's like, oh, this Sheltron button popped up. Let me press that, and they just, they're just pressing whatever lights up on their screen. They press that button, and they have no idea what their skills actually do. Moving on to utilities. They have a new utility, a new barrier. Magic Barrier, which reduces magic damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%, while increasing HP recovery by healing actions by 5%. Oh,
that's
really
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's like my mantra, but better.
Yeah, so it'll help the healers keep people healed and reduce damage from AoEs. Like that's some pretty good raid utility. I mean, yeah, and they already got emboldened, so
Emboldened.
So I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good add-on. They have offensive and defensive raid utility now. Let's see. Moving on, melee combo has not changed.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Same.
they're all pretty much the same after this, I think.
Yeah, I think everything else is still the same. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it.
That's a good.
We got the Scorch Resolution, the Magic Barrier, for Thunder, for Arrow. I think that's it. And the new Enders with Scorch and Resolution. So I mean, it's Red Mage, but better.
Yep. Now for the new class.
Oh, they added charges to corpse to their movement. So now there's like 2 stacks for each of their movement thingies instead of it just being one.
So you can easier go into your melee combo and then pop
Get
out
of the way or finish it off. Yeah.
Damn, that's
so yeah, they added charges. And there's probably some potency increases or decreases in here, but
yeah,
I couldn't really tell you.
Everything turns to change.
Subject to change.
Yeah.
So it's best not to go too into detail about potency because that might change. All right, that was Red Mage. Now moving on to the big boy, Summoner.
Big Daddy Summoner.
Ooh boy. Ooh, this is a chungy wungy.
I'm looking at the first trait that's new. Enhances precious brilliance according to your current elemental attunement. So fire, you'll get ruby catastrophe. Jeez. Earth is topaz catastrophe. Wind is emerald catastrophe. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure out what the catastrophe are. Ruin Mastery 4, increase the it's just increased potency. Ruin 3, Ruby right, Topaz right, Emerald right. Elemental Mastery, Ifrit grants Ifrit's favor upon executing summon. Ifrit Titan's favor upon executing. Oh, it's that big thing that comes up when you summon the summon, right? Okay, that's what that is. Enhanced brilliant Aegis.
Yes, Aegis.
Ageism. Allows the accumulation of charges of consecutive uses of brilliant Aegis. Okay.
You get 2 charges.
Okay, we'll figure out what that is. Ascended Summoning. Upgrade Summoning Ifrit to Summon Ifrit 2. Okay, just summon upgrades. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. That's what that is.
Outside of that, there are... Because this class has been completely overhauled. So you can see, even at low levels, at level 30, it upgrades Summon Ruby to Summon Ifrit. And at level 35, Summon Topaz to Summon Titan. And at 45, Summon Emerald to Summon Garuda. So even at low levels, you'll be able to summon them.
Right.
It looks like there's a couple of changes to...
But they won't be as big. There'd be like Titan eggs.
Yeah, the little baby versions.
Right.
And you'll get like the big versions
big
at level
boys.
90.
Yeah, big boys. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's...
So I mean, I'm just kind of just like, so will the carbuncle just be the default pet now?
Yes.
So there won't be, oh, let me just have Titan out tanking. It'll just be carbuncle for everybody.
Carbuncle for everybody. So I mean, I think they're gonna tell us in the skills too.
All right. Well, let's go to the skills.
Well,
Aetherflow. All right, starting with Aetherflow. All this is still the same. Nothing has changed. You got your energy drain, you got your pain flare, you got your energy siphon and fester. So I mean, technically they've changed because fester no longer is buffed by dots. It's just a flat potency of 300 because they don't have dots anymore. So that's great.
That's right. That's crazy. No dots.
So pretty much you have your single target Aetherflow skills and then your AoE target Aetherflow skills, and like that's it. Like you're just gonna be throwing them in whenever they're ready and continue on with what you were doing. I like it. I like the changes. I mean, it's more simplified, and I feel like a lot of hardcore summoners are probably gonna have issues with a lot of these things, making the class feel more simplified. But I think for everybody else, they'll enjoy it. Yes, looking at... Okay, there we go. So Try Disaster has changed, and it delivers just, what, AoE damage now? Of a potency of 120? Because Try Disaster was the skill that you used to proc your dots. So now it's just damage. AoE damage?
Yeah, flat AoE damage.
It seems to be just a stronger version of Outburst. Yeah, it looks like what they made it. It's just a stronger version of Outburst. So Outburst was your AoE, but now Try Disaster, and you don't get Try Disaster until 74?
I feel like that's an upgrade.
I mean, they changed how the skill worked completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just gonna be an upgrade, but it
if you look at it, they're the same thing, but one is 100 and another one is 120.
Right. Yeah, actually looking at their traits at 74, upgrade Outburst to Try Disaster.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. So yeah, that's good. Ruin 4. Ruin 4 is your other AoE, but it cannot be used all the time. Because it can only be executed under the effect of Further Ruin, which was obtained through your pet actions. So I'll have to look into later about how you get Further Ruin,
using
if it'll still be the same or not.
Using Energy Drain and Energy Siphon.
Is that what it say?
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, there you
go. Oh
go.
yeah.
Under
Further Ruin.
Okay. So now Energy Drain is how you get your Ruin 4 instead of your pet actions.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I played Summoner, Energy Drain got you back your MP. So, I haven't played Summoner in ages. So,
Energy Drain did was use Energy Drain to get Ether Flow. So, Scholar has Ether Flow where they get their Ether stacks.
Yeah.
Summoner instead has Ether Drain to get their Ether stacks. And all it did was it did a little bit of damage, you recover some MP, and you got your stacks of Ether Flow that you could use on either Pain Flare or Fester.
Right.
Okay. And that was pretty much it. So now it gives you Further Ruin. Both Energy Drain and Energy Siphon. So that's great. So that is just another thing that synergizes together. Okay, so that's how Ruin 4 works now. Okay, moving on to, I guess, Bahamut first. Or should we go to utilities?
Yeah, Bahamut. I mean, actually, yeah, utilities. It's like, I think these are different. I haven't seen these before.
I don't. These are completely new skills as far as I know.
He's getting this at level 2?
At level 2, you get Radiant Aegis, which orders Carbuncle. So I assume, yeah, like you said, Carbuncle will be your default pet now. To execute Radiant Aegis, creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage, totaling 20% of your maximum HP. You have 2 charges of this.
What?
So it's just a shield that you can put around yourself.
What?
And it seems that this cannot be placed on any other party members. It can only be placed on you. So it seems that if you have Carbuncle out, you can get a shield.
That's crazy. 20%?
20% of your maximum HP. And you get 2 charges of this.
Dude, okay. Searing Light. Orders Carbuncle to execute Searing Light. Increase damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 3%.
Oh, what? Yo, Ray utility.
What?
That's hot.
Oh, but it only can be executed while Carbuncle is summoned.
Yeah. So I feel like this is what you're gonna pop right before you go into your Bahamut phase.
Oh.
And then after you get out of your Bahamut phase, you'll be in your Ifrit, Titan, Garuda phase. Whichever one. From what I was told, Titan phase will be the most damaging phase. So maybe you'll go Titan first. So I feel like, this is something you're gonna pop right before you go into your damaging rotation.
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
That's like a little bit of
everybody.
That's like a little bit of sauce, and some chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
the only thing I see here is it says range and radius is 0. So I'm just like, what's the range on this? Does it just automatically work on everybody?
Yeah, I would assume so. It was just no matter where you are, you got it.
Yeah, because it just says to self and nearby party.
That would make sense because it's 3%.
Right.
That would make sense because if it's 5%, then you need a range.
I mean, that goes with aren't they changing how the healer's LB works so it doesn't matter where the person is that's dead, like there's no longer a range, so it'll just res everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, that's an LB. That's different from just like a raid buff that some party member has,
Yeah, but it just makes it easier because that way you don't have to worry about where anybody is. Everybody will get the buff.
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but it's not like that for the other classes. I feel like it's this way only because it's coming from the carbuncle, and you might have the carbuncle in certain places. So in order for you to not have to worry about that, I think they just made it to where it is automatically placed on you in the party no matter where the carbuncle is. Because you might have your carbuncle set to stay, or you might have your carbuncle set to be attacking the boss or be near you. Mm-hmm. So it just makes it a lot easier not to have to worry about any of that, and you can just pop it and just boom damage buff, or just pop it and boom shield.
Well, damn, poor scholars then and their skills.
That's cool. Let's go over carbuncle first.
Carbuncle, all right.
So yeah, you get summon carbuncle at level 2, which is pretty much at the start. I mean, I don't even understand why it's not level 1. I mean, you get ruined, and then at level 2 you learn how to summon your carbuncle. Okay,
because you learn to read at level 2.
I actually become a summoner at level 2, not at level 1. Okay. You get summon Ruby. Okay, so yeah, this is all changed. So summon Ruby now. Let's see. It summons red carbuncle and orders it to execute glimmering ruby. Rushes the target and they're gonna fire damage. So they're just like little mini, summons.
Yeah, they're like elemental summons.
Yeah, elemental summons.
That's what pretty much each one of them are until they upgrade to their respective upgrades. This sounds so fun. Like I'm just reading this. I'm just like, this sounds so fun. Grants 2 stacks of fire atonement effects. Attunement, my bad. Gem shine and precious. Okay. Wait. That's the new skills for you.
Okay.
For the summoner.
We haven't gotten. I guess we haven't gotten. Oh yeah, I see it down there.
Yeah.
So Gem Shine channels the energy of your active element, atonement, and attacks an enemy. Okay, so if you have fire, it'll have the fire attack, which deals fire damage to a single target. Okay.
Yeah. Like all these going to be
brilliance is the AOE. Okay, this is cool.
But the only thing I don't understand is why summon Ruby is grant you 2 stacks of fire attunement, while the others grant you 4 stacks. That's a little bit odd, but
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I know previously Ifrit was like the highest damaging pet, So maybe that's just what they did to try to balance it, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
We can look at some others. Is Aether Charge like a new thing?
Yeah, Aether Charge is different. Because I believe this was only on Arcanist, and once you become a summoner, you lose it. At least I think. Grants Aether Charge, increase the potency of Ruin and Ruin 2 by 50, and Outburst by 20. So it's just a damage increase. Additional effect grants Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum, and Emblem Arcanum.
Like all this is new.
One of the effects of Fire Arcanum. If Carbuncle is summoned. Okay, so I guess that's how you're allowed to use your Gem Shine or Precious Brilliance, is if you use your Aether Charge that allows the Carbuncle to do the attack. Yeah, because I mean, all this is under the Carbuncle tree, so it has to all work together.
Yeah, I still don't know what the Arcanum is, because Summon Ruby just give you the fire attunements, and those fire attunements allow you
but you can only summon Ruby while you're under the effect of Fire Arcanum. So you have to Aether Charge, and then you can use Summon Ruby, or Aether Charge, and then you could use Summon Topaz. That's how that works.
Oh, okay.
And then once you summon Ruby or summon Topaz, then you can use Gem Shine or Precious Brilliance. Yeah, because normal Carbuncle is just your regular Carbuncle, but when you Aether Charge, you can summon Ruby, Topaz, or Emerald. And I assume this will also work for when the summons get upgraded. You'll have to Aether Charge in order to summon Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda.
Interesting. Okay, I think we're kind of done with the Carbuncle.
Yeah. Let's look at Bahamut. Okay, looking at Bahamut, I don't think this has really changed much.
I don't think so. No.
There's something different here. Astral Flow channels the energies of your active trance or energy favor to perform one of several actions. Pheromone chance. Action changes to Death Flare. Oh, so this is just going to be your button that's going to be your big attack for your whatever summon you're in.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah, Astral Flow will change to Death Flare or Rekindle, depending on which summon you have out.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, of course you have your Enkindle Bahamut, which makes it Akmor. So yeah, other than that, everything else is still the same. Going over to Phoenix, I feel like it's pretty much the same. Yeah, you have your Kindle Phoenix. Because of course none of this can be set on your hotbar. It's gonna change your actions that you've been using into these actions. You have your single target, you have your AoE, and you have your big skill, and then your other skill that you order them to do it. Like you have Enkindle Bahamut, you have Enkindle Phoenix for its attack as well. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if this is new. Re-Enkindle. I think this is new for Phoenix. Re-Enkindle restores own or target party members' HP. So they gave Phoenix a heal. The cure potency of 200. It grants Rekindle to target. Wait. Okay, what does Rekindle do?
That's the healing effect.
Heals over time when HP falls below 50%. Oh,
what?
Okay. So it heals them and puts like a little heal protection, like what's scholar skill Excogogen?
Look,
Where if your HP drops below 50, like that's amazing.
Look.
Some
Poor
of those can
scholars,
heal
man.
now too, like with the Phoenix. I mean, it makes sense. I guess they didn't want to give them like a group res or something because it's like, you know, the Phoenix rise from the ashes. They were just like, oh, we'll give them a heal that's also a regen. That's fair.
Okay.
Moving down to Ifrit, a lot of these moves the names have been changed, but they're pretty much the same. You got Ruby Right, which is your single target. You got Ruby Catastrophe.
Yeah. Catastrophe.
And that's just your AoE. And then these skills will change to Crimson Cyclone and Crimson Strike, you know, respectively. And that's about it. I mean, of course, you can go over what Summon Ifrit and Summon Ifrit 2 does, but we kind of it summons the summon
big boy.
Yeah,
big boy.
And of course, you got the whole like granting you the 2 stacks of Fire Atonement. Can only be used under the effect of Fire Arcadum, which, like we went over before, is why you have to use Ether Charge. It looks like it has like a minute recast on Ether Charge. But all right, Titan. It's Titan. You get Summon Titan 2. You got your single targets. You got your AoEs. And then you have your big attack for it or whatnot.
Right. Okay, I understand now. I understand now why this only grants 2 stack of Fire Attunement, because the potency is much bigger for Ifrit skills versus Titan and Garuda. It goes down to this.
Yeah, Ifrit skill, you have your single target and your AoE attack, but then you also have the Crimson Cyclone, which is the gap closer. And that then combos into Crimson Strike, which is another attack on top of that. While the other ones only have 1. For Titan, you get the quick Mountain Buster, and for Garuda, you get Slipstream. But Ifrit has 2 attacks, so I think that's also why you're only granted 2.
Okay.
With that, I think that's it. I think we've gone over Summoner.
Gosh, this man, what? Summoner going to be changing every expansion now, man. I can believe it.
Summoner is tight, man. Even at low levels, I would mind like going back to like Palace of the Dead and like level with Summoner to get used to like the new rotation, and then like go up to level 50, go up to level 60, 70, 80, you know, and get a feel for the class like every 10 levels, because I feel like it's gonna be fun even at low levels. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm locked behind all, you know, the cool skills at level 90. Like no, they changed everything at all the levels, so I think it's gonna be fun going through leveling even at low levels.
It's like at this point, Summoner is like a whole new class.
Yeah, it's a whole new class. There's not a single dot.
Nothing in there is like how it played at the start of A Realm Reborn and through the expansions. It's completely different now.
Didn't we all say this like about Lax expansion too? That it was a completely new class? That's crazy.
Yeah,
well, that's because they've been trying so hard, I guess, to get Summoner where they wanted it to be. Because they've constantly been changing Summoner.
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, it's got too many buttons you have to press, too many things you have to remember. And then it was like, oh, its potency doesn't do enough damage. And then it was, oh, it does too much damage. And then
it's falling behind. It's just like, oh, the dots aren't strong enough, and a lot of people like to see the big numbers anyways. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Summoner's gonna be tight. Summoner's an actual summoner now. If you like summoners, which I did like summoners and tactics, it just took them forever to actually freaking summon anything. But once you summon something, you got that cool cinematic that destroyed the whole board and then hit 3 people. It was still cool. All right, well that's all the casters. Moving on to the ranged. It's your time to shine, lady.
Well.
Your video player.
No. This is Bard.
Wait, what's going on? What?
Yeah, you know Bard.
I know Bard up to level 70. I haven't played Bard in Shadowbringers.
You know Bard more than I do.
I know Bard more than the two of you guys.
Yeah, so. All I know is heavy shot. That's like the first skill. That's all I know.
I think I know Bard up to like level 60, but I think after that it's kind of whoosh for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk about the new skills. Okay, so Quick Knot Mastery upgrades Quick Knot to Ladin's Bite. Alright.
Damn it. Like, why didn't they just call it Quicker Knot, man?
Quicker Knot. Quicker Knot. Allows the accumulation... Okay, Enhanced Bloodletter. Allows the accumulation of charges for consecutive uses of Bloodletter and Rain of Death.
So you get a Bloodletter and Rain of Death, of course, still share a recast.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 2 charges. So if you're going from your single target to an AoE or from an AoE to a single target, you still have an extra charge, which is cool.
Right. Enhance Apex Arrow. Grants Blast Arrow ready upon executing Apex Arrow after Soul Voice Gauge has reached 80 or higher. That's for 30 seconds. Enhanced Troubadour. Reduces Troubadour recast time to 90 seconds. Alright. And last trait is Minstrel's Coda. Grants Mage's Coda, Army's Coda, and what? Okay, all the songs.
All the songs just get changed to do something different.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the only thing I don't know about is probably the Blast Arrow stuff in the Soul Voice.
Oh, they got arrows.
Yeah, that's a bard for you. They have arrows. They don't have like bullets.
No, I mean in the skills, it shows you what connects with what.
Oh. Oh, dang.
I mean, yeah, that's Bard for you. It was pretty much you really had to know what turned into what procced what.
Yeah. There's a lot of procs.
Yeah.
Heavier shot or heavy shot becoming burst shot. Straight shot is refugent arrow.
Refugent
arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Refugent arrow is a cool. I like refugent arrow.
That was the last, like, Refugent arrow. That was the last thing I remember getting because you got it at level 70. So that was it.
Oh, so Bard is the only class that still has dots? Because they still have their Caustic Bite, their Storm Bite. Yeah. And then they still have Iron Jaws, which, if you're suffering under the effect of either or, it resets the timer.
Yeah.
And then there's a 35% chance of becoming straight shot ready. Okay.
Yeah, so it was, you put your dots on Venomous Bite, Wind Bite, and then you just looked out for Iron Jaws and used Iron Jaws to reset your dots instead of having to put your dots back on over again.
Yeah, I don't remember no Pitch Perfect. I don't remember Shadow Bite. I don't know what that is.
I remember Shadow Bite.
That's level 72, so I don't know about
it's
that
just
one.
an AoE version
I
of
think
Flag
okay. So there you go. Pitch Perfect was just it increased your potency based on your repertoire stacks.
And it's procs by Imperial Arrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at what's changed, like when we're going over in the traits, the Ladion Bite is just new version of Quick Knot.
This is true. This is
true. And it looks like Apex Arrow changes, or then procs. Oh, action
Blast
changes
Arrow.
to Blast Arrow.
Oh, Blast Arrow ready.
That's the Blast thing. Arrow ready.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So,
yeah.
After you use Apex Arrow, you become Blast Arrow ready. Then you can use Blast Arrow.
Right. And they have a new utility. One utility is Radiant Finale. Increases damage dealt by self and nearby party members. Wait for 15 seconds. Effectiveness is
determined. What? This reminds me of Astrologian. So now it gives buffs to the party if they do their things correctly.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Dancer. Yeah.
You gotta play a song for the finale. I get it.
Recast time on this is 90 seconds. For a 5% buff to the party? That's kind of silly. I mean, and then they have their shield but they got at level 62. So again, you have an offensive and then a defensive. Oh, they also have the one for healing potency as well. Increase HP recovery via healing actions for the party or self by 20%.
Yeah, I've had that one. Yeah, Troubadour was the shield.
Yeah, Battle Voice.
Increased your crit rate. Well, it's direct hit now. Direct hit and
I guess that's pretty much it.
It's pretty much stayed the same except for the codas now. So I guess they made it more. Well, you definitely want to sing all three of your songs, your stances, so that way you can get your proc and do your codas.
I mean,
so you can increase your damage.
Yeah, looking at this doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that complicated. Like, there are very few skills on Bard's tree.
Right.
I think I could actually play this.
It's not that complicated, especially with the fact that they've made it where the skills highlight and everything kind of combos into each other and the skills just change over. So it's really very one button press kind of gets you where you need to go rather than having to really memorize what each thing does. You just need to know you put on your dots, renew your dots with Iron Jaws every 30 seconds or before 30 seconds because your dots last 30 seconds. And your heavy shot and your straight arrow, you use those to get your procs for everything else.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's Bard.
Probably Des can take over Dancer now.
Oh yeah, is that the next one?
Yeah.
All right, next one is Dancer. Hey, you wanna go over this? Start with the traits. Let us know what's new.
Let's see. So you just 82 enhanced technical finish. I guess is just increasing technical finish, which is the song, which is the dance that does the AoE that gives everybody the AoE buff instead of just you and your dance partner.
Okay.
The Esprit gauge. Oh, okay. So they're making it easier for us to get our gauge now, because normally it's very like RNG based, like random. There's like a 40% chance that doing a skill gets you a feather, and there's a set percent chance that your partner or you will increase your esprit gauge. But now, by successfully doing your rotation, you will be gaining gauge.
Yeah, that's nice then.
Okay.
I feel like it would be slow.
They give you a guarantee to get your stuff now instead of just completely RNG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, enhanced shield samba. That's nice.
Yeah, reduce the recast time.
And enhanced devilment. Flourishing starfall. That's a new thing.
Okay.
So
moving on to the actual skills, I guess.
Yeah. So by giving enhanced devilment, it's making people actually have to use devilment instead of just like not using it ever. Which I don't know why you wouldn't, because it increases critical hit rate for you and your dance partner. But okay. Let's see. What were we looking at next?
The combo looks the same.
Yeah, you have
AoE is still the same.
Your single target combo, your AoE combo.
You have your new fan dance skill, fan dance 4.
Fan dance 4.
Oh yeah, fan dance 4.
Delivers an attack to all enemies in a cone before you with a potency of 300 for the first enemy, 50% less for all remainings. Can only be executed under, when you have feather.
Is improvised finish, is that new?
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
That's like the same thing with the songs, huh? It creates a barrier around self and all nearby party members. Damage absorbed increasing with stacks of rising rhythm. Oh, interesting.
Or maybe
I think that's the one where the longer you hold it, the bigger the shield is.
Oh my goodness.
So if you hold it, if you do the full dance, you can get up to a 10% of your maximum HP shield for you and the party.
That's really cool.
Yeah, normally improvisation it automatically has that into it. It gives the healing over time to the self and nearby party members, but I guess improvised finish that's
a shield.
Yeah, they added that there.
So improvisation is a heal over time. Improvised finish is a shield.
Adds the shield, adds a barrier to it that absorbs damage.
Yeah, it can only be executed while under improvisation is active. Okay.
Rising.
And it's 120 seconds recast time versus the 90 seconds for Bard.
Okay, so it's a regen and a barrier shield all in one.
That's pretty crazy, honestly. But what's the potency on the healing?
It's 100.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a heal over time.
Oh, I see. It's hot.
Yeah. So it's just raid utility.
Dance steps, are they the same, I assume?
The dance steps, yes. The only new one is that Tiliana delivers an attack to all nearby enemies with a potency of 360 for the first, 50% less for all remaining. Grants standard finish and esprit to self and party members designated as your dance partner. Increases damage dealt by 5%.
You know, in my head, I thought of Tatiana.
Tatiana,
yeah.
Hey. It is a circle.
But that's so that skill is gonna combo into off of technical finish.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because technical finish grants you flourishing finish, and you can only use that while under the effect of flourishing finish.
Okay,
Right.
so it's another dance step.
Yeah, so technical finish gives you just another AoE, but it also increases the damage of not just your dance partner, but all the other party members. And Tiliana, I guess, does the same thing. It's just like a burst damage AoE. And it increases your damage while you're under the effect, I guess. Looks like it.
Okay, and then outside of that, you only have one other new skill at level 90 called Starfall Dance.
Yep,
Yeah.
Starfall.
Can only be under the effect of flourishing Starfall.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it's just more combos. Like everything is just going to combo into it, and then you'll know how to activate it.
Well, it seems like that's your damage right there, so that's what you're trying to get to as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never knew what E-Spirit was. E-Spirit. But I guess that's used to use your saber dance.
Yeah, that's the little gauge that goes over the fan. That builds up over the fan. And
how does that proc, though? Like,
so,
how do you get the gauge?
Now it's like it just kind of seems like you randomly get it based on like your partner and how well, like when you're attacking stuff, every now and again you'll get some gauge or you'll get a feather. But it's like if you look like on the combo for Cascade, you got a 50% chance of getting a 4-fold feather from doing reverse Cascade and stuff like that. I think it's like a 40% chance.
You get E-Spirit to self and nearby party members upon successful execution of standard finish or technical finish.
Mm-hmm. So that's why you always have to be in your dance.
The gauge will automatically accumulate when you and your partner members are under the effect of E-Spirit and you execute a weapon skill or cast a spell. Okay, so once you do your finish, you get the E-Spirit, and then once you actually do a weapon action or spell, it'll increase your gauge.
It'll increase the gauge.
I like this a lot. You're really a dancer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's dancer.
Yeah, I mean they just made it where you're gonna get your gauge more often. You're gonna get your feathers a bit more reliably. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next range, we have good old Machine Boy Machinist. Machinist?
Machinist. It's Machinist. But look, let's not even try to anger people.
Y'all can have that one because I don't Machinist.
Cool, I play Machinist.
Yeah, I do too.
Looking at their traits, Spread Shot is changed to Scattergun. So that's the shotgun. So they just changed Spread Shot into just the shotgun, which is cool because I didn't really care for the animation for Spread Shot, but whatever.
Reassemble, got a second charge.
Cool, second charge. Gotta have that good old potency increase. Yeah. Queen's Gambit. Upon executing Pow Bunker, the Queen will also execute Crowned
Collider.
Collider. Alright, so an extra combo finisher for the Queen. And Enhanced Tactician. Reduce recast time to 90 seconds. All right. Going over their skills. What do you see that is new? I hate that they still didn't change flamethrower.
That's why I was about to say that too, man. I was about to say that too.
I hate flamethrower. Like this skill makes this class feel terrible.
I still don't understand.
Like, when do I use this? Like is it better for me to just like I just use Bioblaster, but then Bioblaster shares the recast time for drill, so it's like I don't know. Okay,
but the new skill in AoE is Scattergun, of course. Deliver an attack with a potency of 150 to all enemies in a cone before you. This additional effect, increase heat gauge by 10. Oh, by 10?
Oh, by 10. Okay.
Interesting.
That'll make the AoE rotation a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Things will go a bit faster. And then you have your battery usage. Oh, this is your level 90 skill. Chainsaw. Delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you. Potency of 550. Increases battle gauge by 20. This weapon skill does not share a recast timer with any other skill.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that's an AoE air anchor, pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
That's pretty good. Honestly, when will you ever use air anchor anymore then?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Now that you put it that way.
I mean, maybe the recast time.
It looks like air anchor is more single target. Chainsaw is an AoE.
Yeah, but they have
they
have the same damage. If you use chainsaw on a single target, it's still gonna do a potency of 550. So the only thing I can see is these are two different skills. Mm-hmm. So you can still use them both. Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to use one or the other.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because it's still a recast time.
They don't share a recast timer.
That's true. Yeah. That's crazy.
So it's like, okay, you can be targeting the big boss, but then they bring ads. So you use Chainsaw to try to take some damage onto the ads, but then use Air Anchor to still be doing damage to the main boss.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damage. You can just drill, air anchor,
a lot of damage.
Chainsaw. Like, dude.
Yeah.
And they're all 550. God, dog.
Looking at the other things, Wildfire is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
Rooks and Queens, I don't think have changed, other than, like they said, you have the new Crown Collider. Utilities are exactly the same, outside of Reassemble getting 2 charges. So now you don't have to choose between Air Anchor or Drill. You can now use it on both.
Mm-hmm.
And Tactician has a reduced cast time to 90 seconds.
So I don't know if you saw it, but they kind of did the same thing for all the ranges, where like you have that DPS range, which is Machinist, I feel. You have the healer range or support, which is like the dancer, and the barrier will be the bard, I want to say, because there's nothing in here except for a tactician, where that's the only utility it has.
Yeah, it's not really providing any utility.
Kind of selfish
compared to the other range. It's the more selfish range class. Honestly, looking at this, I might switch to bard. Not even gonna lie.
I mean, the changes to bard look tempting.
I might be dancing too.
Not gonna
be a
lie.
bunny boy and dancing.
I don't like flamethrower, man. I just don't.
Yeah, flamethrowers.
It's like I think I kind of gave up on bard when they decided to try to turn it into a freaking black mage, and I was just like, you know what? I'm a put this down.
We have a cast bar and shit.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
I'm gonna put this down. I was like, if I'm gonna be a caster, I might as well fucking go red mage.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for the range. Now moving on to the melee. Oh yeah, boy.
That Dragoon, dude.
Yeah.
And you guys can have this because I don't do
Yo, look at his armor set. What the fuck?
Yo, Dragoon armor set, so sick, bro.
Ooh, that's a heartless. Like, what the fuck?
All right, let's starting off with good old Dragoon for the melees.
God.
All right, good old Dragoons. But
Is there a tank the floor trait?
Listen. Don't be hating on my Dragoons
Tank
because we
the
out here
floor.
bumping everywhere. Don't be hating. All right. So yeah, Life of the Dragon is now a trait. Allows you to strengthen your gaze in the first split. Yeah, we already know. Upon landing, Mirage Dive. Okay, so it's connected to Mirage Dive now. And when the gaze is at its strongest, 2 units, Jirastaga will be granted, and you can go under Life of the Dragon. So this is also under this trait. So you don't get this until level 70. I'm kind of concerned how that's going to change how Dragoon feels at low levels. Because Dragoon already felt pretty bad at low levels. And this change is probably going to make it feel worse.
Yeah.
I mean, all y'all's traits don't come in until 54. 54.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
Jesus.
Okay.
Buy a skip?
Let's see.
No, I'm kidding.
82, you get enhanced Korean Torment. Grants
Corethan, right?
Corethan?
Or Corthan? Oh, Corthan. I think it's Corthan.
Corthan, yeah.
Like Corthius?
Yeah.
Yeah, Corthan.
You
that
get
makes sense.
Dragonic Fire after successfully completing combo of Corthian Torment. Upgrades Doom Spike to Dragonic Fury. Okay. So this is a change to the AoE while under the effect of Dragonic Fire. Okay. I'll have to look at the actual skills. Okay, it's another charge of Spine Shatter Dive. Awesome. I could jump to the boss even more. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I like it. Upgrades Full Thrust to Heaven's Thrust and Chaos Thrust to Chaotic Spring. So I've seen this in the trailer. Full Thrust looks like if you were trying to pole dance, but in reverse.
That's kind of accurate, actually.
And then Chaotic Spring is like, that's what all the cherry blossoms everywhere. It just gave you even more cherry blossoms than Chaotic Thrust did.
Now that you have like pole dancing in my mind, I'm thinking about Heaven's Thrust. How that correlates. God dog. All right.
Yeah, it goes upwards. So it's like he kind of like steps on his spear while it's on the ground and kind of twirls and then does like a backflip and then like thrusts upwards. It all happens like really fast, so you don't really notice it.
Okay.
Life Surge, you get 2 charges now. So Life Surge is not dead. My boy's still here.
2 charges.
This is just a potency increase.
Yeah.
Increased potency of Jirastago and Nordstrom allows the sharpening of, what does that say?
First mind's
focus.
I don't know
Upon
what
the
that is.
successful landing of Raiden's Thrust or Dragonic Fury, up to the maximum of 2 units. That's completely new.
Yeah,
all right, let's go over to the actual skills. Combo. Yo, look, bro. Dragoon has the most complicated combo string, I swear, of any melee.
You really want to say that?
I love it.
You want to say that?
Press the buttons.
Bro, complicated.
It's like a 14 combo string.
Bro.
It's like 14 buttons.
Oh, have you seen Monk?
All right. Full Thrust, of course, is changed to Heavenly Thrust, Chaos Thrust to Chaotic Spring, Will and Fang. Then you have Raiden's Thrust. Okay. Uh, Okay, so I guess that's what the two little scales are on your gauge. That's the first mind's focus, because they didn't really explain what it was. So this allows you to do your level 90 skill, which delivers an attacks to all enemies in a straight line, potency of 370. With it can only be done if you have both charges.
Right, and you get that by doing radiant thrust, which is the very last thing in the combo.
Yeah, it's pretty much going through your full combo twice, unless there's another way to get it, because they did it in the trailer.
Oh, there it is. AoE.
It's in the AoE.
Oh,
right.
That's just AoE though.
Right, Dragonic Fury. So now you have a fourth attack? Oh, no. Doom Spike changes to Dragonic Fury when under the effect of Dragonic Fire, which you grant after using...
Coruscant Torment.
So, I get it. And they put Power Surge in the Sonic Thrust rotation. Yes. Power Surge is also in Disembowel, so now you can have your damage boost whether you're single targeting or AoEing.
That's pretty good.
Great.
That's pretty good.
Great. Life Surge, still alive. It's guaranteed crit. Pretty much it's going to be used for your, what is it, Raiden's Thrust? Or, no.
Your Heaven's
Thrust.
Well, actually, either or, right?
No, Heaven's Thrust is stronger.
No, True Thrust. True Thrust.
Yeah, True Thrust.
Yeah, but that's 230. That's your highest point.
Heaven's Thrust is 430.
It's 430? Oh, combo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, so it'll be used for that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
Since I have two charges, I need to experiment if the damage absorption will work on AoEs too. So could I use it for the Waveren's Thrust as well and get like extra healing in my AoE rotation? I mean, not that you'll need it, but also extra crit. Like it's guaranteed crit on a full like mob. That sounds pretty strong. Piercing Talon, fuck that move.
Wait, what?
It's still here. Like nobody uses that. Get that shit out of here,
bro. That's your ranged.
Bro, get out of here with that.
What if you're far away?
I'm just gonna jump to the fucking Tarma fucking Dragoon. But yeah, that's it. That's all that's new. Everything else is exactly the same.
Y'all have positionals still?
Yeah. You still have positionals under Willing Thrust and Fang and Claw.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only positionals that Dragoon has.
Yeah, but it's a potency type of thing.
Well,
yeah, it's just a potency increase. So if you fail, it's just you get less damage.
Okay, because Chaos Thrust and Chaotic Spring have gotta poke them in the butt too.
Oh.
Chaotic Spring.
Yeah. Chaos Thrust is your dot. So you want to be, but yeah, once you do Chaos Thrust, you'll be on the rear, and you'll go into Wheel, and then you'll go into Fang after that. So you'll do Chaos Thrust from behind, Wheel from behind, and then switch to the side or the flank, and then you do Fang, and then you start your rotation over with Raiden's Thrust.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta thrust them from behind twice, and then...
Yeah. Pretty much you set up your damage at the start by going from True Thrust, Disembowel, get your damage increase, and then you do your Chaotic Spring that places your dot. And then from there you go into Will from behind, and then while you're transitioning from Will, you do Fang from the side. Then you'll go into Raiden's Thrust, and then that's when you'll go into your high damaging combo with your Vorpal Thrust, and then your Heaven's Thrust, which Heaven's Thrust will give you a Fang. So then from Heaven's Thrust, you'll go from the side, and then that will give you Will. So then you go from behind. That'll go back into Raiden's Thrust. And then you restart the combo over again. I'm not going to go over when you need to pop your other utilities and your jumps and your Life of the Dragon shit. Yeah. That's something.
Don't care.
Don't care.
But yeah, that's Dragoon. Probably wasted a good extra 10 minutes going over that. But yeah, Dragoon. Dragoon is more Dragoon than Dragoon was, which 2 extra gauges. I'm not sure how I feel about Worm's wind thrust and having, like, it doesn't seem very rewarding. Like, potency of 370 and it's an AoE. I guess
370 as AoE is kind of good. As an AoE, I mean, not as big, but
it's not that big as far as like damage.
But if you think of your other AoE combo, that it's an increase in your AoE combo, so it compensates.
Yeah, I feel like they're just making all the new moves because they're so spectacular AoE, but you're really just going to be using them on single targets. Like you have a Star Diver, which is like their Nidhogg jump, and it's got a potency of 500. So then this new skill, which requires all this extra shit, First Mind's Focus, only does 370. So I'm just kind of
it might change. It might change. You never know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Dragoon. Moving on.
All right.
Is that boy?
I got it.
Oh Lord.
I got it. There's a monk. That's the monk.
Oh, monk time. Yeah, throw them hands.
All right. So first thing first in the traits. No Grease Lightning, right? We already know that from last expansion. Also, Steel Peak is back, but Steel Peak is only for, like, I guess, lower level use. Like once you get to level 54 and you get all your chakra points, it becomes Forbidden Chakra. Perfect. They completely changed Monk because Perfect Balance now. So while under effect of Perfect Balance, it grants Beast Chakra in accordance with which form you're using. So like Opa form grant Opa Chakra, Coral form is Coral Chakra, Raptor Chakra. So Perfect Balance is completely used for something else now. So that's really big.
Yeah.
And then Howling Fist is back, but it's pretty much a lesser enlightenment, which is like it uses chakra too, like Forbidden Chakra. Let's see the new skills. Okay, Armored Destroyer Mastery upgrades Armored Destroyer to the new Shadow of the Destroyer. Wow.
Okay.
Enhanced Thunderclap allows a third charge of Thunderclap. I'm assuming the Thunderclap is your gap closer. I don't know why I call it Thunderclap, bro.
I clapped them cheeks.
I'm gonna be clapping my cheeks. Yeah, boy. You're gonna hear me. Okay.
Just be like, Nutty? You behind me.
Then you have Flint Strike Mastery. Upgrades Flint Strike to Rising Phoenix. I think these two are kind of new. Enhanced Brotherhood guarantees that a chakra will open when party member under the effect of Meditative Brotherhood execute a weapon skill or cast or spell. That is so goddamn big.
Y'all Dancer now?
We're pretty much Dancer, but it just guarantees every time we get a chakra point.
I mean, that's what they did with Dancer. They gave him a skill that made sure that it was guaranteed instead of it being random.
Yeah.
For them to get their gauges as well.
Like, as a monk, oh my god. Like, I already get a lot of chakras. Now that's going to be crazy. Tornado Kick Mastery upgrades Tornado Kick to Phantom Rush. Right?
Okay.
And Phantom Rush is a completely new thing, too. So... let's go and look at the skills. I'm pretty excited, man. It's crazy. God dang. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the combo. A single target. Really, I want to say everything is pretty much the same. Like boot shine the same. Dragon kick is the same. Like all these are the same from the last expansion.
Okay.
The really other thing that's like different would be Steel Peak. Steel Peak because it's a new skill now, but it's a lesser Forbidden Chakra.
Yeah, didn't it used to be a stun?
It used to be like an extra. It used to be like an extra hit. It wasn't a stun. It was like an extra potency, like off global cooldown.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, it shares the recast timer with Howling Fist.
Howling Fist.
Okay.
And the Howling Fist is the AOE version of using your chakras.
Gotcha.
So what they're trying to do is bring chakra to the lower levels now, and saying that chakra is your lower level. That's it. It's something that they should have done with Dragoon, but they didn't. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to take shots or anything.
Shots fired.
Okay, Forbidden Chakra is the same. Six-sided star. Now this is interesting because it still have that BS recast timer of 3.94 seconds, right? It did with attack of potency of 550, but increased movement speed for 5 seconds, which is pretty nice.
Oh, okay.
So like you could use this and like move around, which is really great. And then the every time you use Six-Sided Star, all your other skills or all your other combo or single target skills will also share that recast timer of 3.94 seconds. Pretty much what it's saying. Right? Actually, hold on. I changed my mind because it say upon execution, the recaster timer for this action would be applied to all other weapon skills and magic actions. Magic actions for Monk, which is crazy to me. For the AoE, Armored Destroyer upgrades to Shadow Destroyer, which is just a potency buff, and it guarantees a critical hit. You come from Opal form, which is from Rockbreaker. That's pretty good. That's crazy. Then you have Howling Fist, like I said. It's a lesser form of Enlightenment. That's pretty much it for this. I guess I could... yeah, let's talk about Master of Bliss, because this is the
rework.
This is the rework mostly, yeah. So the first weapon skill, you get that level 60, which is Master of Blitz. Strike the enemy with a technique fueled by the power of your Beast Chakra. The technique used is determined by the number of different
Beast Chakra
types of Beast Chakra opened. Yeah. So they're kind of playing around with this, like if you're a dancer, right? So if you have one Beast Chakra type, like if all three types is one
elixir field.
Field. If you have two Beast Chakra types, it becomes Celestial Revolution. 3 Beast Chakra types, Rising Phoenix. But then you have 3 Beast Chakras and both Nandi, which is Phantom Rush, which is a little bit... I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. New things for your Elixir Field. It's pretty much the same thing, but it opens Lunar Nadi. Right? And I think there's 2 Nadis. There's a Lunar Nadi and a Solar Nadi. Right? Which is...
Yeah, I think that's the light and the dark orbs.
Yeah,
right?
The light and the dark orbs. But also, hitting any one of these Master of Blitz skills, it grants you Formless Fist, which is pretty much you can you can hit a weapon skills without a certain form. So like Perfect Balance. It's like the earlier version of Perfect Balance. You can hit it with any form. So you can switch from, because all what's so special. Yeah. Oh my god. Because like you have different combos for each classes, right? But what's so special about Monk is that you can hit a skill where you can disregard the combo system and hit another skill, and you still get the benefits of it.
Okay.
Then you have Flint Strike, which can level up to Rising Phoenix. Wait, did I skip something? Yeah, I did. Celestial Revolution. Celestial Revolution delivers an attack of potency of 450. Additional effect opens the Lunar Nadi. If the Lunar Nadi is already open, it opens Solar Nadi. Yeah.
Okay.
It's honestly, these two, Electrofury and Celestial Revolution, it's for opening other Beast Chakra stuff. I think also Flint Strike and Rising Phoenix as well. So Flint Strike, it upgrades to Rising Phoenix. So I'm just gonna read what it says on Rising Phoenix.
Fair enough.
Deals physical fire damage.
Oh my god, fire!
Fire damage. Yeah, apparently this is a magic, I guess. I don't know. To target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 700.
It's not magic because it says weapon skill.
Yeah, I know, but what's so weird is that they said that in the 6-sided star, like, weapon skills and magic actions.
Magic actions.
So maybe magic might play a role into this expansion, because there's a lot of stuff that say magic about it. 700 for the first enemy and 65% but less for all remaining enemies. It opens Solar Nadi, we're skipping Lunar Nadi, and it grants Formless
Enlightenment. Because well, it might be just talking about your other damaging abilities because they're not weapon actions. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, keep reading.
Yeah. So that's Rising Phoenix, and Tornado Kick is upgraded to Phantom Rush like before. So I'm gonna read only from Phantom Rush. So deliver the attack to target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 950 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies.
You see what I'm talking about? 950.
Yeah.
There's not a single skill in Dragoon's arsenal that reaches 9. I don't think even 800. I don't even think even 500. Not past 600 though. But you got 950.
It's hard to hit that though.
Bruh.
Dude, look, okay, you have to do can only be executed while under the effect of Lunar Nadi, Solar Nadi, as well as 3 Beast Chakra types. That's crazy. You need all 3 Beast Chakra types and both Nadis. Just for Phantom Rush. Though. I know, it's 950, right? But Samurai can just hit that just one single button.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay, now I'm going to utility. Meditation is pretty much the same. Thunderclap.
We do have a lot of offensive buffs too.
Who?
So I was like, we do have a lot of offensive buffs as well, so that probably balances out.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So we have Thunderclap, rush to target enemies or party member location. 3 charges, that's a Shimpo step. Shimpo. Mantra's the same. Yeah, wait, hold on. Increase HP recovery view healing. Oh yeah, no, that's the same. Perfect Balance, we already really talked about that, where it just grants you different chakra points to use. You have 2.
Yeah, I played Monk at level 50.
Yeah. And also, the charge time is 40 seconds. It used to be like 90 seconds.
Yeah, it did.
We still have Form Shift for some reason. Maybe for our opener. Riddle of Earth, Riddle of Fire, Riddle of Wind are back. Riddle of Earth grants 3 stacks of Riddle of Earth, each stack reducing damage taken by 10% and nullifying all action direction requirements. So you have 3 charges of this. Huh?
So action direction requirements. So your directionals?
Yeah, my directionals. This has always been the case. This always been the case. Since last expansion?
That's silly.
Yeah.
So
we needed this.
Implemented freaking True North into Riddle of Earth?
Yeah. We needed this.
Crazy.
We needed this.
Y'all had a lot of positionals, so yeah, y'all did need this.
Yeah, we needed that. Effect ends when time expires or upon execution of 3 weapon skills. Which is like weird to me. Like you have to hit 3 weapon skills and it turns off. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, okay. So you get 3 stacks of Rid of Earth, and the 3 weapon skills.
Yeah, if you do an attack during the time, it removes one of the stacks.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
You get 3 charges as well.
30 seconds. So
yeah, that's pretty
every
good.
30 seconds.
And you got 3 charges?
Yeah, that's... Oh, and it's 3 charges? Wait, what?
Yeah. 3 charges.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And you still get True North as well.
You never have to worry about positionals again with this class. Boy, shut up.
Okay. Riddle of Fire. Increased damage dealt by 15%. Which is good.
Just flat damage increase by 15%. That's really good. I mean, it's selfish, but it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Then Riddle of Wind. Reduces auto attack delay by 50%.
What? You can't stack this together, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stack it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
stack these together, right?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna stack them, boy. An auto attack delay. That is insane. That's so good. So Brotherhood. Really, what's really important about Brotherhood? Increase damage dealt by 5% for everyone.
How long is this?
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Usually it was only increased physical damage. Now it's increased damage dealt.
Okay, so it helps casters as well.
Right.
By 5%. That's pretty good.
And also, every time you use Brotherhood, 20% chance you open a chakra, right? When party members under this effect execute a weapon skill or cast a spell, and chance is 100% when you execute a weapon skill or cast a spell while under the effect of Meditative Brotherhood.
It grants Brotherhood and Meditative Brotherhood to self and nearby party members. Right. So it's an automatic 100% chance with a 20% chance on top of it. Oh, this was because of the trait change that y'all got.
Yeah.
So you get the guaranteed at level 88. So you get the guaranteed of 100, and then on top of that, you get another 20% chance, or the basic 20% chance that you got before.
Right.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have Adaman, right? Now, Adaman was normally used for the keeping the grease lightning gauge. Now, extends the duration. I don't know why we have this. Extends the duration of twin snakes in your present form to maximum and halts their expiration. 30 seconds. Why does this have to be level 78? I don't understand that.
Yeah, when you get twin snakes at 18.
Yeah, it's like you're never going to use that. But yeah, no, I'm like excited about Monk.
Okay. So it looks like it'll actually be pretty easy to get to your Phantom Rush because perfect you get perfect balance at level 50, which allows you to do your forms without having to, I guess, go through the whole correct form, right? Mm-hmm. And then enhanced perfect balance at level 60 gives you the Beast Chakra.
It gives
you a trait?
Yeah, that's the trait. Enhanced perfect it gives you the beast chakra. So when you use a weapon skill that requires Opopo form, it gives you the Opopo chakra.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, while under the effect of perfect balance, grants beast chakra in accordance with the form normally required to execute weapon action. So weapon action requiring Opa form grants Opa chakra.
Right. So it'd be
ramp.
So it'd be like if I use 3 snap punches, those would give me Elixir Field or I think Celestial Revolution. But if I pop Boost Shine, True Strike, Snap Punch,
so if you use Snap Punch, it will grant you Elixir Field. But if you use 3 different ones, it'll give you Celestial Revolution. And then that opens, like Elixir Field opens the Lunar. Celestial, if Lunar is already open, it gives you Solar. Then you would just pop Perfect Balance again in 40 seconds, because it takes 40 seconds to charge. And then you would be able to do...
It need to be... But you need to fill up that gauge though. So like Elixir Field, right? You need to be the effect of 3 of the same beast chakras. So you need to do Snap Punch 3 times, for example, right? To use Elixir Field or Celestial Revolution. And then what? Rising Phoenix, is that the same thing? 3? Yeah, 3 distinct. Oh, you need 3 distinct beast chakras for Rising Phoenix.
Rising Phoenix is 3 different ones. Elixir Field is 3 of the same. And then I'm confused on Celestial Revolution because it says can only be executed while under the effect of 3 beast chakra.
Yeah, 3 beast chakra. Oh,
do they have to be the same, or do they have to be different, or can you do 2 Opopo and a Raptor? Can you
need two types, 2 different types?
Yeah,
it says on the Masterful Blitz
2 beast chakra
different types, but you need 3 beast chakra. But you need to at least have 2 different types.
Okay.
And so,
and then Rise of Phoenix is 3, but you need to have all 3 different types.
Right. And so you have to either use Elixir Field, Celestial Revolution, and Flint Strike, or Rising Phoenix, really, to get to Phantom Rush. You need like pretty much 2 rotations of something in this area to get your last rotation, which is Phantom Rush, right? So it's like 3 rotations to get to Phantom Rush.
But by having perfect balance, it just helps you get there easier.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah. But moving on, we spent enough time on Monk.
Listen, all right, I had to do my research and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
I'm happy you did your research.
Okay. Ninja. All right, my bad.
Ninja rap. Naruto time. I don't play Ninja. I think you played Ninja because you used to raid as Ninja, so you probably know more than me. So go ahead.
I'm gonna go on the new skills. That's it, really.
Yeah.
So traits. Melee mastery. I don't know why they have these mastery things here.
Gotta have that potency.
Shukio. Increase Nikki gauge by 15 upon successfully completing a combo of Alien Edge or Armor Crush. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. And enhance Musui.
More Nikki gauge.
Increase the potency of Bavakara. I don't know how to pronounce that really. Bravocado. To 400 while under the effect of Musui. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. And enhanced Raiton. Grants Forked Raiju ready. Upon executing Raiton. That's fucking amazing. Okay. So let's look at the actual skills now. The actual skills. So we're gonna look at the combos first. Really, the only thing that's different is Huragen. The little attack of 200. They were saying so like it grants Huton.
What?
Yeah, so if our
that's crazy.
And it's
so
already
they have an offensive version of keeping your Huton up.
Right, and like what's really cool is that like it can grant Huton for you, and then if you already have it, it extends the duration of it. Was something that they definitely needed because it was annoying.
Yeah, to have to cast Huton every 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm. OGCD. I like how they give him. Okay. Trick Attack is now increase the target's damage taken by 5% instead of 10. I think. Is that a thing?
Was it 10% before?
Yeah. What was it like higher than this?
I don't.
Now it's 5%.
5% isn't much because I mean at that point. This is no different than the other raid buffs at the other
but I needed they kind of did need to do this because in Shadowbringers it became a problem where everybody's saying only ninjas.
You had to have a ninja.
Yeah. So they're kind of trying to bring the classes in line with each other so you don't have that. Well, we're doing this raid and we're doing Savage and we want these classes only.
Right, which is fair.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like more classes need to have like a debuff like this that they can place on the boss, rather than a buff that you place on the party. I don't know. That's just me. I feel like Ninja's the only class that does this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't tanks have a way to like debuff?
No, please. You think tanks are increasing other people's DPS? No,
I'm saying don't they have a way to lower the damage of an attack or something?
No,
Reprisal?
The melee DPS have that skill. The was it feint?
Feint. Oh yeah, but I mean you also have like reprisal too, I guess. But
I mean, yeah. But this is reducing, increasing how much damage they take.
Yeah,
this is a damage increase for the whole party, pretty much.
But that makes sense for a ninja, though.
Yeah,
a ninja, you want to sabotage.
Sneaky.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why don't they change like one of the dots, like Bard's dot, to be like a poison dot that increases how much damage the enemy takes for like 15 seconds?
Okay, I can kind of see it. I can see it, especially for a bard. So looking at ninjutsu things.
Ninjutsu. This is the most jankiest part about ninja. Fucking ninjutsu.
Yeah,
has that improved?
I'm not too sure if it's going to improve for Endwalker in the terms of if you can hit your Tenchi Jin on time and whatnot, but depending on the combinations, you have a few things you can do. Some of them are like we already had them. The two newest one is Forked Raiju and Fleeting Raiju. So rushing target and delivers a lightning attack that's Chidori.
He's fucking Chidori.
Grant's fleeting.
Naruto. That's what I say every time. Naruto.
Oh no. Okay, no. This is the. I think fleeting Raiju is the actual Chidori.
What? Yo, Horujin is Demon Wind Shuriken.
Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. Oh god. But okay, Forked Raiju. Potency of 400. What? That's pretty good. Grants Fleeting Raiju ready for 15 seconds. Increase Nikki gauge by 5. Can only be executed while under the effect of Forked Raiju ready. Now, Forked Raiju ready is you can only get that when you hit Raiton. So once you hit that Tenchi or Genchi,
okay. So you Raiton into Forked Raijun into Fleeting Raiju.
Right. And Fleeting Raiju rushes the target and delivers their attack at potency of 450. It's a combo action with Forked Raiju. They're probably going to do some more with something like this. I can see them doing this to fire as well.
Yo, what the heck is Hiroshu Ryu? With the fucking ice attack potency of 1000? What is this?
Wait, which one? Oh, yeah. Hyosho Ranyu. That was the last expansion. That is super powerful. So what you do is it replaces your Fuma Shuriken, right? When you activate a utility called, hold on, I'm trying to figure out what Kasatsu, which is in the right hand side. Kasatsu allows execution of a single ninjutsu without consumption of mudras charges and increase damage for the next ninjutsu action by 30%. And so when you hit Kasatsu, and then after that you hit Chi-Jin or Tenjin, it changes Fuma Shuriken into Hyosho Ranyu. Yeah, it's pretty base, like, and the skill behind it too is like really cool. That's a big buster right there. Let's look at utility. I don't think there's anything new with utility.
Still got hide.
Yeah, hide.
Too complicated.
Hide is super cool. It can be complicated. It can be complicated. Okay, Ninki Gauge. You still have your Hellfrog. You still got Brafakawa. I don't know how to pronounce it, man. Bunshin. Now they instead of a timer, you now have like 5 stack of Bunshin.
Okay.
To get rid of, like, I guess, like latency and everything. I guess I don't know. They give them a potency for different things. So melee attack potency for your so Bunshin, what it does is create a copy of yourself.
Yeah, it's a shadow clone.
Yeah, it's a shadow clone.
And then depending on what you do is what potency his attacks are.
Right. So melee attack is 160.
So melee and range are both 160.
Right, and area attack is 80. And duration is 30 seconds. The gauge cost is 50. Okay, that's okay.
Increase your Nikki gauge by 5 for each of your shadow attacks.
Right.
So you're getting Nikki gauge. That's cool.
Phantom Itachi. Kama Itachi is when you throw your shadow clone. Right, your shadow deals wind damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 550 for the first enemy, 50% less for all remaining enemies. Can only be used while under the effect of Bushin. I'm not too sure how that's going to connect together, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome though. And then you have a new AoE, which is Hollow Nazuchi. All enemies standing in the corrupted earth of Datan takes additional earth damage with a potency of 100 for the first enemy. For all... What the fuck?
Yeah, it seems like a combo with Dotan. So that you place down the Dotan during your AoE rotations, and you throw that in there.
Oh, that makes sense.
That you throw in, and anything within the Dotan takes an extra 100 damage potency.
That's kind of... Wow, that really does increase the potency of everything, man.
Yeah, making the AoE kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, because that's an automatic thing after you hit Hakemu Jinsatsu.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as a tank, I respect the heavy that Dotan gives you.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a crowd pleaser. Alright, well, Now we go on to Samurai. Samurami.
Oh,
Samurai.
where's Tim?
And Tim couldn't be here because he became a father today.
Yeah. He's over there making babies.
Don't worry, Therio. We are probably about to murder your class description.
Yeah.
You're not here.
Like, how you spell this? Sam?
What?
Samurai?
You mean the other tank the floor?
Aya Jutsu? Alright, I'm gonna go over these skills real quick. Get an extra charge of Tembami Gaishi.
Oh lord.
Never
This
mind.
is gonna be difficult.
That's Tsubama Gaishi. Okay. At 88, you get enhanced Gekyo Sharingan.
What?
No, Mikio Shisu.
I was like, what are you doing? Wait, where's my Gekko Sharingan? I'll change so quick. I'll change so quick to this class.
Wait, what?
You get a Sharingan, the fuck?
90, you got enhanced Iki Shoten. Grants Oji
Namikiri.
Ready upon successful landing. Iki Shoten. Alright, that's the traits.
Jesus Christ.
Easy. Attacks. As far as the combos, nothing has changed. You have your combos to get your Jinpu, Shifu, and Hakaz as normal. Your AoE.
I think Hayotsutsu is a new thing. I want to say.
Wait,
It's
in your
86.
combo?
Yeah, combos. Yeah, in the. Oh, are you talking about AoE combos?
Calm down, bro.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
Now we're talking about AoE combos.
Well, shit.
So yeah, so Fuga combos into all these other different things, which give you your different, what is it? Signs, I believe. Fujinsu, Fuka, and
Your
Setsu.
Magenkas, yeah.
Yeah. Grants Kai. What? Okay. All right. I guess this is due at 86.
Yeah, I don't know why it should be 86. It should be like a lot lower. It seems a little bit weird. A little bit off.
It's gonna be one of those things where certain classes aren't gonna feel great at low levels. But yeah, it seems like that is just gonna be another way for you to get your different signs you need for your gauges. And EI jutsus. All right. I know nothing about most of these, but it looks like all the new stuff is on the right. I think these 4 skills are not this one. Shohai isn't new. You get Shohai 2 at 82. Yeah. Delivers an attack potency of 200 to all. Okay, so this is an AoE Shohai?
Yeah.
Okay. Ogi Namakiri?
Right.
This is your level 90 skill. This action changes to Keishi Namakiri upon execution. Okay, delivers an attack to all enemies in the cone by 800. Grants a stack of meditation up to the maximum of 3. And then that would then go into Keishi Namakiri, which delivers an attack to all enemies with a potency.
Oh my god, 1200! I saw it immediately. I was like, what?
Oh
so you put an 800, then right after that is a 1200.
Right after that is a 1200.
That's fucking. And their Setsugeka is like already 990. And I think
these icons are sick.
Yeah, they are.
Two skills.
Yeah. Samurai, they gotta do it right.
Yeah. This is sick. This new two combo skills that they get at the end, like that's ridiculous. So I mean that's pretty much what you're gonna be going for as far as your damage goes. Outside of what is it, Mandara Setsugeki?
Yeah,
Geka?
Setsugeka.
Yeah. Outside of that, this is pretty much what you'll be working towards as far as your damage. Looking at the utilities, I don't think any of this is different. All this seems the same. Looking at their kinky, also looks the same.
Kinky.
Yeah. Their kinky spinners also look the same. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks like a new AoE skill, new Shoha 2, and then their new damaging attack, Name Kiri.
Their potency is through the roof, man.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
I mean, they're more selfish than they were before.
Like, dude, because it goes Midar, right? They hit that, then they can hit Ogi Namakiri, then they can hit Kaishi Namakiri. I'm like, come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean there's a skill because you have the what's the skill that allows them to do the skill twice?
Oh yeah, that's a trait, right?
I think they changed it to a trait.
Oh no! Oh, it's an actual ability. So Subame Gaishi repeats the previous executed light jutsu with increased potency. Oh my god! 2 charges. You get 2 charges. So I think you do Setsugeka, right? Then you can pop this. It just repeats whatever you did beforehand. Then, oh my god, I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I'm done. That's so much damage.
That's samurai. As always, they're the selfish damage boy.
All right.
Moving on to the last but not least, the new boy on the block, the cool kid, Reaper.
Or the emo kid. Come on now, let's be honest.
Okay, he's crawling in my skin.
Crawling in my...
These wounds, they will not heal.
Hey, y'all need to stop. Contain yourselves.
Right, looking at traits. Since it's a new class, we'll have to go over everything. So they have Soul Gauge, which is their gauge. Not really gonna go into that. Diff Scythe Mastery, because we got to have that potency increase. Why is... Okay, I guess the class starts at... What level does it start? 60?
60, I think.
Okay. That's why you don't get the gauge until 50, because the class starts at 60. But if you went into Palace of the Dead with this class, and you had to start at level 1, would you not have the soul gauge?
Let's not even talk about it. Let's not even talk about it.
Hence the effect of
Soul Reaver
on the successful landing of Bloodstrike, Bloatstalk, or Grim
Swath.
Okay.
These names.
Yeah, I mean they get worse with their names as you go on.
It's called.
Yeah, that's enhanced avatar. Then you get trait Hell's Gate. Upon the execution of Hell's Ingress, or Hell's Egress leaves behind a Hell Gate. Oh, this is the teleport.
Yeah, the teleport.
And grants
threshold
to self, duration of 10 seconds. Hell's Ingress changes to... Okay, so yeah, it changes to one or the other. So it's like you get a teleport back, and it gives you an automatic teleport forward, back through the gate, or you get a teleport forward that gives you an automatic teleport back through the gate. Because we were wondering how it worked,
right?
Because we were like, yeah, he just kind of did it, and he didn't turn or anything. So I assume there are two skills, and one just automatically allows you to use the other one. So you have a teleport back and a teleport front, and a teleport front to a teleport back. Though I don't know when you would ever teleport front and then teleport back. If anything, it's going to be teleport back and then teleport front will be the main use, but I digress. Then you have Tempered Soul, which allows an accumulation. Okay, so that gives you 2 charges of Soul Slice and Soul Scythe. And then at level 80 is where you get your Shroud Gauge.
That's interesting.
84 get Enhance Arcane Crest. Grants Crest of Time return to self and nearby members, gradually restoring HP over time.
What?
This effect is only granted when Crest of Time borrowed barrier is completely absorbed. So they have a skill that can put a shield on the party and themselves, and when the shield is gone, it gives you a regen.
That's absurd.
For a melee, yeah.
What the fuck?
Alright, at 86 we have Enhanced Shroud. Grants Void Shroud upon landing Void Reaper, Cross Reaper, or Grim Reaper. Okay, at 88, you have Enhance Arcane Circle. Grants Circle of Sacrifice to you and nearby party. Here we go. Time to start the Linkin Park songs.
Wait.
Upon executing Arcane Circle, duration of 5 seconds, when you or a party member under the effects successfully land a weapon skill, yeah, there it is, you may gain a stack of Immortal Sacrifice up to a maximum of 8. Duration of 30 seconds. Also grants Blood Zone Circle. No, Blood Zone Circle.
Yeah, Blood Zone Circle.
To self, and allowing you to receive stacks of Immortal Sacrifice from party members under the effect of Circle of Sacrifice. Okay, we'll have to actually go into... Yeah, we'll actually have to go into the actual skills and see what that does. Alright. We're going to start... We're going to go top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Alright?
Left to right?
Left, right? Let's do the single target, the AoE, utility, soul gauge, and then Immortal Sacrifice, and then Shroud Gauge last.
Okay. Alright,
so single target, you got Slice, which combos into Waxing Slice, which all this increases your soul gauge by 10. And then Infernal Slice, with potency of 460, also increase your soul gauge by 10. Let's see, you have Shadow of Death. Delivers an attack with a potency of 300. Additional effect. Inflicts target with Death's Design, increasing damage dealt. You dealt the target by 10%. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Oh my god! This is the new ninja.
Wow.
This deletes a ninja.
No. This is completely selfish. It only works on you.
Increase damage you deal. Oh, target by 10%. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah. I read that wrong. All right, never mind.
This is the selfish version of that. Okay. So this is the skill that you need to always keep on your enemies
Like a twin snakes for monk.
Or like heavy thrust.
Heavy thrust.
Well, that's no longer a thing, but yeah.
It's not? Oh.
No, we don't have heavy thrust anymore because it was just ridiculous to have to keep up heavy thrust, have to keep up your dragon, have to keep up your blood gauge. It was too much. Okay.
Soul Slice.
You can extend it by 30 seconds if you do it while you already have the effect. So it goes to a maximum of 60. And increases soul gauge by 10 if the target is KO'd after the effect expires.
Before effect expires.
Oh, before the effect expires. Okay, so if you kill the enemy, you'll also get soul gauge.
That makes sense.
So that means this is something you want to be proccing on every enemy at the start of every fight.
That's pretty much the Soul Eater. I mean, it should be Soul Eater.
Okay. You have Soul Slice, delivers attacks of 460. My goodness. It has 2 charges and increases soul gauge by 50. Shares a recast time with Soul Scythe. So, wait, this increases your soul gauge? Oh, I mean that's because it has 2 charges. And this is an insta-cast. Wait, there's a charge time?
Yeah, so it's 30 seconds per charge. So if it takes 30 seconds for you to get 1 charge. That's
okay.
What charge time.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. So you'll get 2 every minute. Okay. And increase your soul gauge by 50. Like that's
really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then you have Harpy. Which delivers...
That's a spell. Okay.
Yeah, this is your spell. Delivers unaspected damage with a potency of 30.
Oh, that's your long range, I think. Maybe.
300.
Oh, 300. My bad.
Wait, 300? What?
Yeah, 300 potency ranged attack. I'm kind of like... When would you... I guess for your opener?
Could be. Or if something's very far away, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably more to this that we don't know.
Yeah.
That will probably be revealed later on. Okay, going on to AoE. Spitting Scythe. Deliver potency of 140 to all Emerald enemies. Increase your soul gauge by 10. Nightmare Scythe, which is your combo for Spinning Scythe. Potency goes to 180. Also increases soul gauge by 10. So you have a 2-attack AoE combo. Both of them increasing your soul gauge. Alright, then you have... Okay, this move, Soul So, this is a spell. So this spell is instant when you're outside of battle. So this spell is what you want to cast as your opener. It grants Soul So to self, changing the action to Harvest Moon. So yeah, you would cast this at the start. It would change this skill to Harvest Moon, which is your ranged AoE attack, which deals unexpected damage to target and all nearby enemies with a potency of 600, and of course reduced with the more enemies, yada yada. So yeah, you would never cast this in a fight. You would only use this as your opener for each exchange of combat, so that you can get a starter with Harvest Moon. So I can see Reapers pulling hate from tanks that don't pull hate fast enough with this skill by itself.
Oh, so that means we have to bring back tank countdowns at the beginning of fights, people.
Yeah,
because it irritates me as a dancer when I'm like, I have to dance in order to be able to do my attack, and then the tank, I'm sitting here waiting for the tank because they're watching the cutscene, or they start the fight because I'm watching the cutscene, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't get to do my opener correctly because you ran in there without giving me a countdown.
Yeah.
Please count down, tanks, please.
All right. All right. Then you have Wool of Death. Instacast, recast time. Okay. Delivers attacks of 100 to all nearby allies. Additional effect, inflicts target with Death's design. So this is an AoE version of Shadow of Death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have Soul Scythe, which this is your version of Soul Slice, but AoE. It still gives you 50 gauge. Okay, I still don't know what's up with Heartbeat, but let's keep going. Utilities. Utilities. Quickly dash 15 yams forward. Oh, this is the teleport.
Oh, teleport. Hails and Ingress.
Okay,
and Hails
this is the teleport.
And Regress.
Oh, allows next harp to cast immediately. Oh. There we go. There we go.
That's kind of good. Every time you just teleport, it's just you.
So it helps you because you can just automatically deliver an attack that's instant every time you teleport. So if you're trying to get close to the boss, or even if you're trying to get away from the boss, you can still damage the boss. That's pretty good. I like it.
It's weird you get this at level 20.
Yeah, to get this at level 20? I mean, you get them both at level 20.
But like... Okay, I don't know.
I mean, I still say as a melee, you would probably using Hell's Egress more than Hell's Ingress. Because... I mean, I don't know. I guess as a gap closer, you would use it that one time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you'll use them both, but
I mean,
and then you have Regas.
It's kind of like a melee red mage at this point.
Yeah, kinda. Okay. I don't really need to go over Hell's Ingress, Hell's Egress, and Regress. We kind of know how this works. It all works together.
Right.
Arcane Crest. Let's see what this is. This is their other utility. Grants Crest of Time borrowed to self, creating a barrier that nullifies up to 10%. So this gives you a shield. Grants Crest Time return to self and nearby party members with a radius of 15 yams when the barrier is broken, which is gradually restores HP. So you put on a shield. When your shield is broken, it gives everybody around you a regen.
Isn't that like the opposite of that paladin skill, kind of?
Talking about Divine Veil?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, you know.
Well,
instead of you trying to get healed, now you have to get hurt.
You have to get hurt. Oh God! Now they Dark Knight, huh?
Yeah, it's like Dark Knight. I'm here with you. Let me take this with you. Hit me.
I mean, it's gonna be worse for them because they're a melee. But I can also see, because Mage used to do this as fucking samurai, where he would get into dangerous AoEs and just so that he could use Third eye. Yeah, third eye. Yeah, I can see this happening as well with Reaper standing and shit, so they can proc this. It's not really necessary. Healing is not really your job. I just feel like it's a plus, like a barrier to keep yourself alive. Oh, if the barrier is broken within those 5 seconds, you also give the party regen, which helps the healers a little bit. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a plus. It's not really amazing. It's not bad.
I mean, I think it's something like all those little skills where it regens the health. Like when you have those big AoE attacks.
We don't need to give the healers less reason to fucking do their job. Healers are already not healing and just using off GCDs to heal parties now and just constantly DPSing.
Anything to help the healers.
No, shut up. Fuck the healers. Yeah, I said it. Fuck the healers.
Wow.
What you gonna do? I'm a paladin, bitch.
I heal myself.
Alright, moving on. Soul Gauge use combo. So you had your normal combos, and then once you have your Soul Gauge, you have your Soul Gauge spinner combo. Starting off with the first one, Gluttony. Summons your avatar and delivers to deal unexpected damage to the target and all nearby it with the potency of 500, 25% left for all remaining enemies. Additional effect, grant 2 stacks of Soul Reaper. Okay, so that's where the Soul Gauge comes into play. So you get 2 stacks of Soul Reaper, and this costs 50 gauge. Okay, let's go down to Blood Stalk. Saying that right? Oh yeah, the recast time on Gluttony is 60 seconds, so you can't just be using it willy-nilly. Soul Stalk. Summons your avatar to deliver an attack with a potency of 400. Grants Soul Reaper.
That's Reaver, by the way.
Reaver.
Oh, Soul Reaver.
Reaver, yeah.
So Soul Reaver. I don't think we figured out what Soul Reaver is yet.
Yeah.
So this only gives you 1 Soul Reaver, while the Gluttony gives you 2 stacks of Soul Reaver. Stack count will be reduced to 1 when already under the effect of Soul Reaver. This one costs 50 gauge as well. This action changes to Lumire's Slice while under the effect of Enshrouded. Okay. What is a lot of arrows here?
Yeah, it is.
What is this? Starting from the top, I guess. Gallows delivers an attack with a potency of 400, 460 when executed from the. Oh, here's your positional. Rear potency is 520. That's good. Additional effect grants enhanced gibbet. Duration 60 seconds. This action Blood Stalk changes to Unraveled Gibbet.
Unveiled.
Oh, Unveiled Gibbet. While under the effect of Enhanced Gibbet. So it changes your Blood Stalk to Unveiled Gibbet. Is that on here?
Yes.
Unveiled to the right. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there it is. Summons your avatar to deliver an attack with potency of 400. Additional effect grants Soul Reaver. Stat count will be reduced by 1 when already under effective Soul Reaver. Costs 50 Soul Gauge. Okay. So this is only be enhanced.
So what I'm getting at is that you use Bloodstalk, and that give you some type of buff where you can use either Gallows or Gibbet, depending what you want. Which is depending what you want, it will transform into Unveiled Gallows or Unveiled Gibbet, respectively. Then after that, you can use the other weapon skill of the two, which is Gallows or Gibbet.
Okay, so Gallows is rear and Gibbet is flank.
So like the rotation would be Bloodstock, Gibbet, Unveiled, right? And then you can use Gallows right after that, and vice versa would be Bloodstock, Gallows, Unveiled, Gibbet. then back to
okay.
Gibbet again.
I see. It's like a little figure 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit complicated, and I feel like it'll be better if it just. You'll figure out when you like play it. I want to say.
Right. I mean, Gallows and Gibbet, neither of them cost anything. It's just you can use either or after Bloodstalk.
Right.
So depending on which one you want, you proc the other one. But it just feels kind of pointless if they do the same thing. That's what I'm just trying to see. Like, is there something different about these skills?
No, just one of them is the flank, and one of them is maybe you have to do something with the what you call it, the shroud gauge.
Changes to cross reaping while under the effect of enshrouded. Action changes to void reaping while under the effect of enshrouded. I don't think we figured out what enshrouded is.
That's your shroud
this
gauge.
This is your single target gauge spender rotation right here. All right. We'll move on. Maybe we'll come back to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a shroud gauge used combo, so we have to go through that later.
Right. Okay, so then you have your blood soak into guillotine, which is your AoE spender. Guillotine actually doesn't cost anything. It increases your shroud gauge by 10. And then shroud gauge. Oh, the blue skills increase your shroud gauge. And the purple skills cost soul gauge.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your AoE spender is Grim Swath, which summons your avatar to deliver an attack with a potency of 140 to all enemies in a cone before you. Grant Soul Reaver. Costs 50. Action changes to Lemir's Scythe while under the effect of Enshrouded. Okay, so these actions are going to change after we look at the Shroud Gauge combo. Okay, looking at the first skill, Enshroud. Oh, that's the skill, offer your flesh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Offer your flesh as a vestal to your avatar, gaining maximum stack of Lemir's Shroud. So I guess Lemire is the name of the creature that you're offering your flesh to. Certain actions cannot be executed while playing host to your avatar. This costs 50 gauge. So yeah, this will be the skill that will change how your Gallows, Gibbet, and Guillotine. No, actually all these skills. And some of these skills can't be used while under the effect. And some of these shoes can only be used while under the effect. Okay. So that's your avatar state. While you're in this avatar state, it looks like you can do Grim Reaping. Delivers an attack with a potency of 200 to all enemies in a cone before you. Additional effect grants Void Shroud. Can only be used while under effect of Shrouded. Recast timer cannot be affected by status elements or gear attributes. Really?
That's weird.
That's like really specific that I've only seen on this class. Like they're straight up telling you like you cannot spec so that you can recast this faster. All of these skills actually. Void Reaping, deliver attack of 460.
Oh,
enhance Void Reaping potency to 520. Additional effect grants enhance Cross Reaping. Additional effect grants Void Shroud. can only be executed while under the effect of Enshroud.
So I know why it's saying that. It's because your whole entire attire changes, and so you don't have your material on you, so you can't.
But yeah, however it justifies it lore-wise, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Well, because
it's like it's not you; it's like the Lemire possessing your body. He has his own skill speed.
I mean, think of it as like you're like shade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your things can't affect shade, even though we know that for sure, right? Your materia cannot affect shade for Dark Knight. Same thing for this, and that's why they need to say that, even though you're controlling their skills.
Right. Okay.
You can't, actually control the potency.
All right. Okay. You have cross reaping, which some of these skills we've kind of already gone over, and I feel like it's like what you said. Me reading these skills, it feels complicated because of how they worded it, but I think once you get your hands on the class and actually play it and see how things combo into each other, it'll make more sense.
Right. In a very high level, I think it makes sense, but we're like reading so into it, and so it's like it kind of seemed confusing.
Yeah, I think it'll reveal itself once you get your hands on the class and everything.
Right.
Okay, so cross reaping grants enhance void reaping. Additional effect grants Void Shroud. All these grant Void Shroud. Then you have Lemire's Scythe. Deliver attack with a potency. Okay, so this is your AoE. This costs 2 Void Shroud. Okay. Lemire's Slice. Delivers attack with a potency of 200. This also costs 2. And then your finisher. Communio? How do you say that? Communio?
The finisher?
Communio.
Yeah, communio.
Delivers unexpected damage to target and all nearby enemies with a potency of 1,000 for the first enemy and 600 to all remaining enemies. Enshrouded effect expires upon extinction or execution. Requires at least 1 stack of Lemire's Shroud to execute. So this will use up all of your Shroud. So it's kind of like
that's your flare.
Yeah, I was gonna say requisite. Like the.
It's your finisher.
Yeah.
But basically, the Shroud gauge just a very high level. Like the blue is your Lemire, and Lemire allows you to do 3 things, and those 3 things can turn it into Void Shroud, and those Void Shroud is for your, I guess, your more demonic demeanor, like Lemire stuff.
It looks like the Void Whipping, the Grim Reaping, and the Cross Reaping will cost 1 Lemire Shroud. That shroud would then change into a Void Shroud.
Yeah.
So you would use 2 of those skills, and it allows you to use 1 of the Lemire's Slice or Lemire's Scythe. Then you would use 2 of those skills again. You'll use 1 of the Slice or the Scythe. You use 1 more of these skills, and then do your finisher.
Right. Okay, and now like Immortal Sacrifice, right? I kind of want to see more of the Arcane Circle. Increase damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 3%. Oh, okay, 3%. 20%. 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds. That's pretty big. Grant Circle of Sacrifice to self and nearby party members. Which is 5 seconds. Additional effect grants Blood Swollen Circle to self, 6 seconds. Circle of Sacrifice effect, which is party member gets, self and party member. When you or your party members under the effect successfully land a weapon skill or cast a spell, the Reaper who applied it may be granted a stack of Immortal Sacrifice, up to maximum 8. Oh, maybe. Interesting.
Like, there's a chance of it?
Yeah, that's that
RNG.
Well, hold on. He said when you put him in
it's only 5 seconds.
Land a weapon skill or cast a spell, the Reaper who applied it may be granted. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much what Brotherhood was. Bloodstone Circle, which is on self, allows you to accumulate a stack of immortal sacrifice from party members under the effect of your... Okay, yeah, that's pretty much Brotherhood.
Okay, so yeah, it's Brotherhood. Yeah. So you have the guaranteed, and then you have the chance.
Right. And then all of that becomes your Forbidden Chakra, which is Plentiful Harvest. Deludes an attack with all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 520 for the first enemy, 6% and 60% less for all remaining enemies. And it costs 1 immortal sacrifice cost, which is from Arcane Circle. Potency increases up to 800 as stacks. What? Up to 8? Oh, up to 800. Oh, okay, up to 800 as stack. I was about to say every 800, dude.
I was about to say, bruh, no, we're running teams of Reapers only.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay. So.
Increases
up to 800.
Yeah, up to 800 as stacks of immortal sacrifice exceed minimum cost.
So if it's more than 1, pretty much.
Right.
Additional effect increases shroud gauge by 50. Can I be? Oh, okay. So it'll automatically use 50 shroud gauge.
Consume all stacks of immortal sacrifice upon execution.
Which is pretty much a free enshroud, so you can go into your possession combos or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Reaper's gonna be interesting. I mean, really, all these classes are going to be interesting. I think it'll be less complicated too once we actually play the game.
Yeah, I feel like after reading this, I'm probably gonna stick with my classes that I chose before. And then I'll level these classes after and see how they feel.
Damn, you can stick to Scholar? That's crazy.
Scott, what? No.
Oh shit!
How dare you?
What? You don't like Scholar, dude?
You know what? Never talk to me or my son ever again.
Where is he, by the way?
I actually don't know where he went. He's probably stalking the door. All right. Well, that's it. We can end this video. Probably gone on way too long.
Yeah, 2 hours, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that was it. That was the media tour. That's all the classes. That's all the changes. We've gone over every class. If you watched all the way to this far, thank you.
Yes.
I'm happy you sat through that. I'm sure it's probably unbearable. I'm sure Kira's probably telling me to wrap it up right now because he's probably tired of editing this 2-hour-long video. Yeah, so thank you, Des, for joining us to go over this.
You're welcome.
We appreciate your insight on the classes you decided to give insight to.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm just excited for Dancer.
And I'm sad my boy Terrio couldn't be here, but again, congratulations to him on this fine day for becoming an adult.
Yeah.
Or more of an adult. He has ascended to adult 2.
Adult part 2.
Yeah, adult 2. It's a level past adult. All right. Well, that's it. It's a wrap. Kier, take us out of here.
Yeah. Like, favorite, subscribe, ring the bell. Yeah, on the Instabook.
Yeah, share with your friends. Tell your mom about Final Fantasy Endwalker. Your dad too.
Yeah.
Come play with us.
Leave a comment, you know.
Yeah, we're on Hyperion server. You know where to find us.
Leviathan, but you know.
No.
All right. All right, dude. See y'all later. Bye.
Such devastation. This was not my intention.